Okay, so we are up and running with Pepe Dim.
Yes, sir.
Let's get her started. Was this like the tournament games?
Yup, it's against you.
Oh, okay.
Yup.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, you guys won, but that was a bad game by us.
I mean, you just got unlucky on the post, kinda. Should have scored at least 3-4, I think.
Were you guys doing a rotation goalie?
I think 3 is gonna up at some point.
Okay.
Yup.
There wasn't anything wrong with that. You're
Yeah.
gonna get stolen.
I don't really mind goalie mistakes anyway, because it sounds like you want to be a skater.
Yeah, for sure.
There we go. Basically right there. Yeah, that should have been a goal. You shouldn't boost.
Oh, boosting was fine. He killed his momentum after the boost. Like, look, right here, Pepe him. Technically, you do have a step on him, right? Because as
Mhm.
long as the puck's not directly in your possession, he can't steal it from you. And you are a little bit in front of him. So boosting here was fine, like with a dribble or something, but you boosted and then turned backwards to him. And that's what lost you the puck. If you had
Okay.
boosted with a dribble, you would have been fine. It's just, it looks like a lot of hesitation.
Okay, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, because he only has this steal window right here, and if you're dribbling right now, you don't have it. Push the puck out to like right here, then you're right here while he's still over here, so he's
Hmm.
out of your range. So yeah, that could work. Let's see.
Also, Pippin, if you have any questions, like feel free to ask. Like even if it's something that you think is really small.
Yeah, like I don't think it's super necessary to boost there. 'Cause it was a very small window open,
You also would have been swarmed
but
instantly by
yeah.
lightning immersion.
Yo, sorry guys, can you repeat? My shit got bugged.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, so your boost right here, I don't think was very necessary because kind of just wasting it to get into open space for like a second.
Mhm.
Hey, watch here. So Eric right here. So there is this space right here, but you have both Locus and myself right here. Like
Yeah.
now you have no boost. We're gonna just be able to go straight at you and pressure you. We have the boost advantage over you, so we're just gonna turn this into like a 2v1 probably if you get the pass past you right here. Eric makes the smart play and doesn't pass it to you, but this is kind of baiting that to happen in a sense.
I see, yeah. So I should just like skate upwards?
Yeah, I would say just skate like kind of down to here maybe,
Yeah, okay.
and Weem's open right now. Eric can pass the Weem, then up to you, or Eric can just take his time and maybe beat one of us. But what you did just could end up in a 2v1 against you, which is bad, and you don't have boost to recover.
Just careful when you turn the puck over. Don't not to boost directly into the guy to try to compensate for it.
Yeah. That's like doubling down on a bad play can still, or that can result in another 2v1 or 1v0, whatever.
Mm-hmm. What should I do instead then?
Well, right
let's go back.
there, when you turned it over against Lightning, I mean, for starters, that probably shouldn't have been such a blatant turnover.
Yeah.
Like, I understand the pass attempt right here, but you either make it right now
Yeah.
and turn your stick up, or you make it after boosting and letting Weem get up to the post.
Because right here, I can't flick back and catch it. Now I can.
Yeah. Like half a second too long, eh?
And so, like, if you had passed, yeah, Weem gets an easy 1v1 on Locus here, which I like that matchup. Locus is from Europe. Then you do that, and now,
Oh, I get you. I should just like keep my position, yeah?
yeah, now there was really nothing in front of me to Hershey, but I fucked up. I distinctly remember playing pretty bad this tournament.
Yeah, this was the team where you guys like destroyed us first game and then went winless, right?
Yep. Hershey and I were super underperforming, and Locus was forced back a lot, which shouldn't happen.
Yeah, I remember that.
We just got away with it versus you guys for whatever reason.
I think it was because that was when I was in net, so no one was punishing the skater mistakes.
Oh, yeah. That's right, because you guys came back and made it a close game.
Yeah, when Triss was in net.
Yep. Oh, that was really bad by me. Yeah. That shouldn't happen. Oh, this is just Hershey being open for a pass, but
Yeah. Well, yeah,
he
just
shouldn't
wasn't
be.
covering Eric.
Yeah, he shouldn't be there. Damn, that should have been a goal.
Make sure you're not boosting into the direction of the skater on defense, by the way. Like, I'm not saying that just because of this one specific instant, but it happens to you a lot where...
Yeah, I did it like a minute earlier too, I think.
Yeah, you always try to beat the guy, like, by click battling him directly. Sometimes you can avoid it.
Yeah,
and
you're
that's
just
usually the
forcing
best
it.
case.
Like, you can fake that you're doing it, go like straight at him, and then change directions quickly. That can work pretty well.
Like, somewhat what you did right there, pretty much. That was a good example. It's just... Uh-oh.
Nah, that was super bad, dude. Why am I so bad? Hershey's gotten a lot better since this tournament.
Like, I fake the click battle, then I just go like a little bit diagonal or some shit.
Well, here, let's go back. What time was that about? Still talking about the boost?
Yep.
I think it was...
Yeah, I think it's here for sure.
Yeah. All right. So let's do this.
You are are in a 1v1 there. Oh, I thought Eric was a lot closer.
Well, even still here, like I would start walking like, oh shit, you can't even see that. Like this way, kinda. Because you don't want to be walking right into him. He has momentum this way. So you're kind of going away from him. He'll have to kill his momentum to go towards you. So then you can click battle without using your boost. And then use your boost to do something with it. You also, if you're walking this way, have a snipe opportunity available. Short side's open here if you're looking for that. Yeah. I don't think, does shield cover this gap? I don't think it does. Because that's huge.
Yeah, it doesn't cover the post shot.
Yeah.
If it's perfectly aimed, I don't think it should.
So I don't know if you were looking for that or like what are you usually thinking in these
Yeah,
situations? Like
what's
do you
usually your
usually
thought process?
are you usually thinking of something or do you kind of just like wait for the play to happen to you and you react to it?
I guess a bit of both. I think I'm too like tunnel vision to getting to my spot. I don't think about how I should get there, you know.
Where do you want to get usually? Like where's your favorite place
Yeah,
that you notice you
exactly,
take?
pretty much.
Like right here?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, that's easy then. That's usually the right spot that you want to get to. A little bit further out. You don't want to be directly on the crease, but
Yeah.
it's a good end goal.
Yeah, like right here is kind of your main zone you want to be in. I kind of like being here and here sometimes, but you have to be really accurate with your shots. Because like
Can
right when you're right here,
you
you have
juke a bit backwards.
yeah, let's see. Because like when you're right here, you can get this shot, whereas if you're right here, I don't think you can.
No, you still can. It's just
It's a lot harder. So
yeah, it's a lot more difficult.
you have that shot, or usually like something like this when you have your stick pointed the right way, or this. So that's why I kind of like going to these corners here, but this is the most ideal.
And the easiest way to travel there isn't by one diagonal straight line to there. It's almost like how a knight moves. You want to move in an L shape, right? First, you want to get to that spot horizontally, and then you vertically start trying to get to that spot. So, yeah, like that. Because Locust has to get to that spot instantly. If he tries to get there in the shape that you're getting in there, you can just boost past him and you'll have a 1v0.
Okay, yeah, I see.
So, in a sense, basically what you're doing is you're taking two separate paths and looking for shot opportunities until you get to your spot. And then once you get to your spot, just do whatever you do.
I see. Is the knight shaped like for this case in particular or like in general?
Just in general most of the time, because I think no matter where you are, except for really in the middle, you're going to want to take almost a knife-shaped path of down before sideways or sideways before down. A lot of players will take a diagonal path, and what that does is it cuts off any angle for you to deke away other than backwards. And going backwards, you're going to get further from the goal. Your chances of scoring are always going to decrease.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're always going to want to take kind of a double line approach.
Yeah, because that's actually a really good point. So like when you go right here, because you want to put your body far enough away from them where they can't instantly steal you, because your stick has a lot of options here. Like if you do where I usually go, like you'll have this open or this open. If you do there, or if you do this, and then you kind of turn up, this is your stick here. Then you got this and this. I never really thought of it that way. Like the
You
knight.
probably didn't. You probably didn't used to have to. just because you used to be so low ping, you'd be able to click through people. But I mean, you do it even like subconsciously, Lightning.
No, I
Like people who
do.
are really
Yeah.
good at offense do it all the time.
Yeah. I know. I do it subconsciously. That's what I mean. I just don't like think about it,
Yeah,
which is partly an issue, but having it like ingrained in my head is also a good thing, so I don't have to think about it. I use brain power elsewhere.
exactly. Well, not really, but
Well, in
in
theory,
theory,
in
you use
theory,
brain power.
I have that capability.
That is true.
Yeah. So that answer your question here, or you have any
Yeah, it
other
does.
questions?
I guess, but players like maybe Atomic and Bob, they're not afraid to go like through people. That's maybe why I try to do it at times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a really bad habit.
yeah.
It
With
is.
Atomic and Bulb, you kind of just have to like look at it and scoff because they're both very low ping. Like I know
Okay.
we joke about people being low ping all the time, but
They
I think
actually are.
Atomic has what 35, 40 ping,
No, they're both
and
like I
Bulb
think
is less than that.
15.
I think.
They're both
Yeah.
like 15 or
I
maybe
have
under.
35 as well.
Like it's not a
Well,
huge difference.
yeah.
Like once you start getting to around 40, you start to notice a little bit difference. But like
Yeah, like
speaking from
players that
experience,
have like 15, 20 ping, like Triss OD, your Bulbs, your people like that will always have a massive advantage over
the game's just so
anyone
much
with
smoother
30 ping or more. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
and
Makes sense.
instant responses. So yeah. Okay, that's good to know because you're not like laggy or anything. You're pretty decent
I have
ping.
like 35 to Central.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did
that's
not
pretty
realize your
decent.
ping was so low. You have better ping than me, dude.
Yeah. I mean, you're from like Texas, no?
Yeah, I am. I should have like 0 ping on Central.
Yeah, I know Kurt was from Texas. He got like 25 or something to almost every
I must
server.
be nice, dude. I wish.
Like
And Texas is
you're like the
huge.
most centrally located place to each server
I
in
know.
Texas. That sucks.
It's just unfortunate. I don't know what happens. I'm just permanently at 70 or more.
You just have the worst
Shit.
routing ever, I guess, or
That
something.
must be it. But
Um,
yeah, that's kind of the idea for playing first man on offense. Like do whatever you want, but there is kind of just a flow chart of hey, you're gonna want to move separately and not diagonally try to attack your opponent
Yeah.
directly.
Hmm.
yeah. So that's
That.
basic. You go this
Yep.
here, make your shot. In like really good games, you're gonna wanna go here, turn in. You're probably gonna have to steal, and then you can shoot. Because Locus, I don't really consider him a good defender, if only because of his ping. So you can probably get away with just doing a quick shot. But versus like really good defenders like Mythic and Hershey and just in general, you're gonna have to anticipate a re-steal.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's get back into the game. We were like here.
Yeah, that was dumb by me.
I think that was fine. It was just a bad pass. Damn.
That's a really good shot. That was good patience.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I would
I have those like.
maybe fix is the waypoint you had.
Yeah, let me pay attention to that.
Yeah.
I actually meant that the first one I like to spin with the waypoint, so I don't lose power, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Spinning
that's
most
good,
of the
but
time isn't. I don't know. I'm against spinning personally, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
let Lightning go.
So like my click should be like further near the
I
crease.
I'm fine with either. I personally don't spin because I feel like it messes up your stick positioning a lot.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
I get
don't
you.
actually really spin that much either.
You're such a liar.
No, I don't. I do lots of like side to side movements. It's not actually spinning intentionally. Sometimes I
He's
get
right
those
though.
like 2-click spins. Like I'm I'll like turn back here or back here if like there's 4 people on the crease. I'm gonna be like kind of going like this with my stick,
Yeah.
but
I would
I
say
don't really
the
spin.
biggest and like only real use for spinning is positioning your stick behind you to take a long side snipe, because those will usually give you more precise angles. But other than that, it's just kind of up to you. If it doesn't mess up with your stick positioning, then go ahead and do it. Because at the end of the day, like to each their own. If you need to spin to do it, I don't personally recommend it, but it worked this time clearly,
I think it
and it's
screws
been
more
working
people
for
up
you.
than not because either A, they haven't practiced enough to where they don't, or to where spins don't screw them up. Like they have very accurate spins and they're just used to it. Or B, yeah, they're just not helpful. I don't
Yeah,
really see like any positive to them that
I
isn't
mean like
accomplished just by like up and down usually.
what's his name? Ling does it a lot, and it helps him like juke out goalies. That's what I'll say. I think the only person who I think spins well is Ling, and even then, he doesn't really do it that often.
I guess yeah, it's more like psychological than anything. It's not
Yeah,
really
Mm,
like
I
I still
kind of
think just moving up and down will accomplish the same thing.
yeah, I get you. Yeah, that's kind of my idea too. I just want to like I usually only spin sometimes in front of the crease, so I fake like they think I'm gonna shoot or something. Just like to fake the movement or some shit.
Yeah.
look at Weem.
He did say trying.
Honestly, he played great that game. He locked them up. Well, you guys up.
Well, as soon as he said that,
Yeah.
so right there,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're curious, but boosting and stopping your boost 99.9% of the time is always wrong. Like
Okay.
blatantly wrong. So right here, instead of like stopping your boost there, fully commit. Like at that point, you were first man, and we did advise against boosting, but you already made the decision, right? So I mean, you have to just follow through with your decision. Like
Mm.
right here, instead of boosting, what you probably could have done is taking your time and like you could have went up to let Weem into the
Yeah.
play, or you could have tried to just juke Locust and take another short side shot, another long side. But if you are going to boost there, then just finish the boost all the way through.
Yeah, so like look how much space you have to work with here. You definitely can be going like down to here.
Yeah, you don't need a boost at all.
Because yeah, if you start just going down this way, Hershey's not going to catch up to you in time, I don't think. If
I think
you
he's gonna boost
at
now.
least if you dribble, yeah, unless he uses
Yeah.
boost, so that's going to be the only thing. So you can do that, or like, keep walking towards Locust kind of this way, and then you can switch up and boost this way, something like that. Because Eric's still going to be going down here, I think, right? Oh, he's going back. Okay. But yeah, you could have been like down here or
Yeah,
up
makes
here had
sense.
you used your boost later.
Hmm. I should be like more smart with it.
Yeah. Like it's just knowing when to use it is very important. Because if you're wasting it, then you're killing a play.
That was a pass, I promise.
Sometimes you miss. It happens.
Yeah, that was just bad, eh? I thought he didn't have his shield, but apparently he did.
I mean, you really could have shot short there. Oh my god.
Was it
Hershey.
open?
Yeah, it was.
Fuck.
Yeah, Cubs has been using or leaving that open a lot.
That's good positioning right there, and it's good of you to walk up and not boost up to that.
Oh, that should have been more powerful. Fucking Hirsch. What the fuck? Dude, this team was trolling me.
Oh, what the fuck? That was so dumb.
I'm kind of in no man's land.
Make sure you stay on the crease until it's cleared out.
Yeah. Like, we're winning 3-0, but I was so fucking useless that game so far. At least it feels like it.
You're not making any impact, but you're also not being detrimental to your
Yeah, like my two
Yeah.
teammates there.
team.
He didn't do that shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, you are right in some capacity. You are kind of just like running around, but you're not
Yeah.
hurting your team in any way, which is good.
But
You're
I need.
forcing someone to cover you, which is always good. And when you're the third best player on your team, just facilitate them, let them do the carrying.
Yeah, makes sense.
Damn, I remember this tournament, man. We were one game away from dethroning these guys.
Yeah, I think we had to play these guys again. Didn't we play you again? Or not in playoffs? I don't remember.
No, you didn't. You got
Not
knocked out
you.
by this team again.
Yeah, this team, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And we went overtime with them. Yeah, that's what I remember. We did play a lot better in that game, but still some really stupid shit happened.
Yeah, this team is also ridiculous, so.
Yeah,
I don't know, like
Eric.
I feel like my team should tune them up.
I mean, your team would tune them up if you like played a full 5-game series on East, in my opinion. But this isn't a full 5-game series on East.
I just think we underperformed as well. Like a lot.
Can we just go back like 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, when I got that pass on the crease, I just want to know, like... I
Oh,
know-
the suicide passes. Oh dear.
Yeah, like, what
You
should I
know-
think about? Because I never win those. I know some, like, Lightning can win that, Boof wins those, but I never win
Yeah.
those.
So I mean, Lightning, you should explain your thought process on
Yeah.
every time you win one, and then I'll explain mine.
Yeah, here, let me roll it back so we're at like just before he gets to. So I don't really like your positioning here, personally either. So let's see. If you're going to be forced to take this pass.
Alright.
So I would be instead of like right here, because Hershey's behind you. Like he's going to be able to cover anything that you're doing here.
Mhm.
You should be like right here, on the other side of the halfway line here, because then Hershey is covering this while Cubs is already covering this side. So you have this is all the way open, so you can steal from him and do that. That's a shot that I love to do. Because Cubs has to hold this until a certain point. I guess he's not really threatening a cross, but most goalies will probably hold this. Because you can't give up the short here. So I would just say go right here, steal from him, shoot down. Are you able to do that? Like, have you ever done that?
I mean, I gotta, I gotta learn.
Because I don't see a lot of people doing that, and that's like a lot of higher level players do that.
Yeah.
So like the puck, let's say Hershey's gonna catch it right here, so you're right here, so you steal it, boom, boom, and it's got to be quick because they're gonna.
Yeah, I get it. As soon as he intercepts, I just click him, then shoot.
Because yeah, right here your stick should be long enough to get the puck.
Got you.
So yeah, just make sure you're in range of a steal here because he's not really covering anything right here anyways. So you just gotta do that. So yeah, how about you, Boof?
Yeah, that's why I enjoyed that. Because I play that a lot differently than what Lightning would do. And obviously what Lightning does works really like annoyingly well. But
It only works
I
because I
think
will say I can get fast shots off. I won't.
that's also true, yeah.
Most
Like he's
people
very
don't.
good at quick charging. But yeah, right here I personally would be probably exactly in the position you're in. Like trying to be as on top of his skater as possible to
Like
eliminate any threat of him being able to clear it away from my stick.
so, like something like that probably.
Yeah, exactly like that. That looks like a penis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
unintentionally. Whoops.
but yeah, and then after that, what I would do is just I would do pretty much the same concept Lightning was thinking of is trying to click away from him. I would get my stick away from his, and then from there, I would take a shot.
Usually
Like
short.
exactly, yeah, usually short side shot. If I were to try to take a long side shot, I would use my boost. But 90% of the time, I don't like boosting in the situations on the crease just because the defense wins most of the time. So I can catch a clear with boost, or I can get like a behind the back steal with boost, and then I have a better shot opportunity. So
Gotcha.
that's usually what I do is I just go for like a re-steal by saving my boost up.
Yeah. So really, you can do either. It's just
So
more personal
overall, I just
preference
gotta be
and
better.
just make sure you're in the right position to do whatever play
Yeah,
you're wanting to do.
I
Hmm.
get it. Yeah. Alright, that was pretty much it. Thanks.
Yep.
For
Yeah,
that one, I mean.
yeah, that one was a tough situation. Got you.
Yeah, like I get it
And
for a second, and he clears it
I
right
saw,
after.
yeah, you were wanting to do this, and that was good. He just beat you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
And against players like Hershey, it's gonna be hard to beat him in
Oh
those.
yeah, no, especially players like Hershey. Dude, I keep forgetting that people don't know, or older players don't know that you could just sub out mid play.
Oh yeah.
That's how that was a good goal. That's how Bulb's team lost to us.
Oh really?
'Cause yeah, Brownie tried to like sub in Prof mid play and we got a free 2v0.
I didn't know that. That makes sense why Restro was mad.
Oh yeah, no, he was fuming after that, dude. Cause I'm pretty sure they had dumpstered us right before that too. Or they beat us by 1 or something.
Yeah, dude, my team just gave up at this point, me included.
Yeah, I remember being in voice chat for this, dude. Cubs was pissed.
Oh, that was a good shot. Dude, he wouldn't fucking move.
Do you see what he did there? He did exactly what he was talking about.
I
Disgusting.
mean, I can see what he did. I just don't know how to do it. Guess
Yeah,
that's the thing.
stuff like that. I mean, it'll just come with time and practice of trying to do it.
Yeah.
And you don't even necessarily have to do that kind of stuff specifically to be a good player.
Mhm.
It's
It,
that's just
to be honest,
my
you
niche.
probably don't want to expand into that niche if you want to become like better at offense. Like I'm sure Lightning will agree that that's
No, most people
largely
shouldn't.
stunted a lot of his shooting,
Yeah.
just because, yeah, it's hard for him to like deke away. He has to go directly into the guy in order to get a good opportunity. Which like I'm the same way. I was the same way for a very long while until I started taking more shots.
Yeah, one of the biggest things that I do to help myself that I incorporated was like
That was
good
a good pass.
snipes.
Yeah, no, he's very dangerous when he's sniping.
I learned from Dust Devil. The best.
Yeah, you should have learned everything else from Dust Devil too.
I'm trying, dude. One step at a time.
Oh yeah, is boost management next?
Yes.
Glad to hear it.
Just wait. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, my shit gets bugged at times. Okay. Like to bring it back to the thing you said earlier. It's like I didn't have much impact, but I didn't have like many major fuck ups. I mean, maybe it's true, but I
You
can't
want to
win
have
like
more
high
of an
level games
impact?
with that, you know? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm in a higher level game, you not having any impact will end up being a detriment. So yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm completely fine with you wanting to have a more positive impact. That's a good
Yeah.
mentality.
That's what I mean. Like, especially on one-on-ones, I don't know if you guys pay too much attention, but every time, like, I mean, I stopped Hershey a few times, but every time Locust or Lightning had a one-on-one, they just get past me like maybe 7 out of 10 times at least, maybe 8 even. They just fuck me over every time.
Yeah, and stuff like that, that'll just come with playing better positionally. Like
Yeah,
compensating for your lack of mechanics, you know, cuz what a lot of players do, like what I do especially, and I'm pretty sure I could find this in really any game I play. I just stand on top of the guy until I eventually force the ball out, or I wait for them to like turn and think that I got beat and then make my move because I
Yeah.
can't keep up with them mechanically. So I just have to like stand there and be a cone until I can get it out.
and your mechanics are much better than mine. So,
Not that much better. You'd be surprised how much I compensate.
yeah,
Yeah.
shit.
No, because you seem like you have pretty good clicks, Pepe Dem.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he
But
clicks decently well. It's
my
just your
clicks are
positioning a lot of
very,
the time.
yeah, that's exactly it. Like, my clicks are all or nothing. Like, if I don't get it, I'm just in no man's land. I'm just fucked. So I guess positioning over clicks, eh?
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you stay in the league with guys like Bulb and Atomic who have such low ping.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. And that is that. You mentioned you had a
Alright.
couple other questions, I think, beforehand. Did
I
we
mean,
answer
it's
all of
pretty
them?
much, yeah, pretty much. I think you did. You even answered more.
Well, good. I'd say that we did something then.
Of course, it was very helpful. I mean, I just gotta be more mindful of my play, cause like, fucking 80% of pub games are just IFK brain most of the time.
Most of the pub games you said?
Yeah, Most of
Yeah.
the games I play are pubs anyway, so
Yeah.
I don't get very many good games where I have to actually think and shit to actually not be useless.
Do you play like legit pubs or
I
Publo?
mean, yeah, Pablo,
Oh,
Pablo.
okay. Yeah. So I don't have
Yeah.
anything else that I really noticed. Recap is just basically, I think first thing was the waypoint issue that I only saw that like twice when you had like a 1v0, 1v1, but
Hmm.
I think that should be an easy fix. Just click a little further so you don't kill your
Is there
momentum.
like, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
makes
a lot of
sense.
the times in 1v0s, I'm like clicking behind the goal, like in one of the corners or something if I want to go to a side. And then once I get to the point where I want to change directions, then I'll click again.
Makes sense. Is there any reason for behind the goal instead of like in front of the crease or?
Uh, yeah, because that way I don't like turn where I don't want to.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because like on that first one, I think that happened where you did end up scoring. You kind of turned and shot right away, which in that instance it was good. I could just see that being an issue where if you turn to the wrong spot or turn too far, then it can be bad. So I guess that's more of
Yeah.
a personal preference thing. If you don't really do it that often, or you're able to use
That
it
definitely
well,
happens
then
to me, like for sure. Like sometimes I flick just before a pass and it fucks up my pass because I fuck up my angle and shit.
yeah. Like in 2v1s, I like using that actually once in a while,
Hmm.
where I'll use the waypoint and then do like a really quick flick back pass down to my teammate. Um, but yeah, I don't see a lot of good use cases for it.
Got it. And is there like anything except for this game that maybe you notice when you play against me or like together that I do wrong or some shit like that?
Um,
Or like, yeah,
it's probably just hesitation sometimes on offense. Like
yeah,
you don't have like a plan in mind really. Like you just kind of like in this game where you just boosted straight into Locust when he was on defense and lost it. Like you hesitated until you were like forced to make a decision. And that's a really common issue. Like people aren't thinking of what they need to do and then they panic because now they have a defender on them that can instantly steal.
yeah, makes sense. I should like focus more on the route than the end product or like the shot.
Yeah. Like you're gonna get there either way, or you're gonna get stolen either way. So you always want to make the journey there easier.
Hmm.
Yeah, makes sense. Alright. Well, thank you guys. I'm not gonna take any more of your time.
Yeah, thanks, man.